What's up everyone? Welcome back to the Vegan Test Kitchen. Today we are not done with fall. We are making pumpkin crumb cake with a pecan streusel. It's what I think of when I think of a traditional coffee cake. Nice little crumbly bit on top and a delicious cakey thing. I'm super excited because it's pumpkin too. So as always, all the ingredients that you need are listed below in the description. Let's get started. Now, the first thing you want to do is get a bowl. We're gonna mix in this bowl our streusel topping, but not before you set the oven to 350. Then you want to grease your baking pan, a 9x13 one. In your small bowl, you're gonna mix flour, cinnamon, allspice, brown sugar. Now we're gonna mix this with our hands. Get dirty. Now we're gonna drizzle in some canola oil. We're gonna mix this with our hands too. We want it to be nice and crumbly. And now we're gonna mix in our chopped pecans. If they're not chopped, chop them. Beautiful. Now that we're done with the streusel topping, put it off to the side. And if you don't have ground cloves, get some cloves and grind them up like I'm about to. You need about 1/8 of a teaspoon. It's a tiny amount. And we're probably not gonna use all of that because that looks like a little bit more than 1/8 of a teaspoon. Now that that's done, you're now gonna grab a large mixing bowl and you're gonna mix in pretty much everything else. So you're gonna need a can of pureed pumpkin. Oh my God. Soy milk, canola oil, sugar. Yes, that's a lot. Listen guys, this isn't gonna be low fat. It's gonna be delicious. Vanilla and molasses. Now you need light molasses, and I'm gonna give you a tip. If you don't have light molasses, you can't find it anywhere, just cut the amount that you need in half and then fill the other half with light corn syrup. And that's what I did. You need 3 tablespoons of light molasses. Now you wanna mix this well. Now you wanna add half the flour, baking powder, salt, and all the spices. Allspice, cinnamon, ginger, nutmeg, and cloves. Mix it up really well with a fork. Now we're gonna add the other half of the flour. No, it's the worst. Don't you hate when that happens? And you wanna mix well. Cookbook specifically says do not use a hand blender because it can get gummy and you don't want it to be nasty. Now you wanna pour this into the pan. You don't wanna waste any of this goodness. And we're gonna spread it out evenly. And we're gonna sprinkle our streusel on top. And we're gonna bake for 45 to 50 minutes. Fun fact, the crumb cake that we know today here in America comes from the word Streuselkuchen, which is a German word if you couldn't tell. And it is a crumb cake with a streusel topping. So what we all know best is the crumb cake here. Streusel actually means something strewn about or sprinkled. Usually with flour and sugar mix. It's like crumbly, delicious on top. And that's our crumb cake. Let's check it. It's a clean cake. Let's take it out. The worst part is you have to wait for 10 minutes to let it cool. Let's try it. It smells absolutely delightful. I've never even heard of a pumpkin coffee cake before, or pumpkin crumb cake. And if you haven't heard of it either, you are missing out, my friend. This would be perfect to bring to a Thanksgiving gathering. And everyone's gonna say, who the hell brought that? Because they're gonna kill you for the recipe. I thought this was just gonna be nothing more than a different variation of a pumpkin pie. And that's not the case at all. This is a delightfully delicious pumpkin version of a coffee crumb cake. The subtlety that it brings as opposed to say like just the same pumpkin pie ingredients and you throw it into this. I love that it doesn't taste like that. It tastes like a crumb cake with pumpkin in it. And it's delicious. So kudos to you, Veganomicon. You know what you're doing. Topping's nice and crumbly. Pecans are really nice. Everything's perfect. Perfect. I wouldn't change anything about this. So you need to make this. I'm not fooling around. But really, I hope you guys like this. Trust me, if you make this, you will love it. Make sure to like and subscribe and comment and share and all that good stuff. I will see you all next time. Streusel cooking, 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 cooking.